It's a trap. It's a setup, a complete catch-22. It's a cul-de-sac, meaning that the street that you've landed on is the destination. It cannot be utilized as a passage to where you want to be. If you receive a divine idea and you hold on to it and harbor it and obsess over it until you have broken it down into a micro version of what it once was, so that when you look at it, you don't feel like it's something that's beyond your capacity. Or even simpler, it's no longer something that you struggle to put in words. So you can explain it now. You can describe it now. You can talk about it now. You can finally understand it now. What you were called and destined to be becomes what you think you must do. And in comes the identity crisis, as we have a lack of people who are under the impression that they are the great I am in expression of the physical form, carrying out the roles and operation of the things that they do. We have people who identify themselves as teachers, police officers, judges. On the other end of the spectrum, trappers, rappers, actresses, models. And you don't find it a bit suspicious that everybody, regardless of their occupation, is seeking the same peace and sanity? You don't see the influx in therapy. You don't see the rise in those viewing consciousness videos as they try to regain a sense of their true self. But why is it that only some people seem to make progress and others continue to run in circles until they land in front of another misidentified solution that becomes the next issue that they have to deal with? If God, our source, is really no respecter of persons, he doesn't have favorites, doesn't pick some to win and some to lose, then what is the conclusion that we can come to based on accurate information? Here it is. Some of us come to grips with the blindness that we have carried since birth, and others refuse to acknowledge the reality that they were born without the capacity to see, and in the darkness they created delusions that became their reality. For the one that refuses to acknowledge their blindness and refuses to see that they were the sole creator in all of their unwanted circumstances, they will continue to wrestle in the darkness with a world full of darkness, offered but one escape door, and that escape door is truth. You have never identified yourself based on your original design. You have always lived from the ego, where you have decided what is true about you based upon what you can see with your natural eyes. But your natural eyes can only intake information, and your brain can only, based on the past, conclude what it knows from experience. And your understanding is not sufficient to take you to new places. Lock in.